girls stay in human form. Body man, nobody like work, but you must hustle if you want job.
It's more than just skin deep. So, and that's a really good question, by the way. So ladies, pay attention to what your husband or your significant other thinks is beautiful. And if you, for any reason, think that his idea of beauty is not deep enough, then that's a good opportunity for you to show him what true beauty really is. So if your husband likes you, plain skin and no makeup, then hey, your skin can be sparkling, it can be spotless and still beautiful without makeup. So that's what skincare regimen to take and have, so that your skin will be clear enough for you to be confident and pretty enough to feel that women are all about looking good for themselves. There's a hormone that is released when you look at yourself in the mirror and you shake your head and say, oh, she fine. There. God put it there for a reason. Okay? So the Creator is not stupid to create us with that. That's a gem right there. Okay? That's a nugget right there. It don't matter what someone else thinks of your beauty. That's why I kept telling you to tell yourself, be your own kind of beautiful. Every one of us is beautiful in God's eyes, and we should also be proud to be beautiful in our own eyes. Thank you so much for that.
Nowhere we are taking the magazine that people have not asked us. The Bible says we should not despise the day of little beginning. When you start, you might think you are not making it. You have not started making money. But every success has its own due, has its own price that you have to pay. You just need to persevere, you need to endure, and you just need to keep trying.
I was doing the WFG stuff, so I'm one of them. I do WFG too. So all we do, we educate people about financial literacy. So a lot of people, they don't know much about that. There are some information, vital information that you need to do for your family. She talks about, it's not only insurance that we do. WFG members is not only insurance. What we do is to educate people. So when we talk about having streams of income, there are a lot of things that you can do for yourself and do for your family. There's nothing bad if you have something else doing, by the side, just to, to be able to put food on the table. So I appreciate when she mentioned that WFG, that if you want to become part of it, is a very good program that we can do to educate family, to educate our friends, and to let them know, a lot of information out there. So I just want to just mention a little bit about that. But this is the main thing, the primary thing that I do. I'm into beauty supplies and I do hair. I'm also a cosmetologist.
So tell us a little bit about your business.
Yes, it's Ann Pfeiffer Incorporated, and I'm new to the incorporation business area of cosmetology, and it's something I've been actually dreaming about for a long time. So knowing that cleanliness is next to godliness, I wanted to ensure that the people that I serve were known to be clean, healthy, and just free. As my brother mentioned, here in America, the diaspora is starting to really recognize our own businesses for who we are. So hopefully you guys remember me, and hopefully we see each other again.
Okay, LA, and you can't take your makeup artist with you. This book is your makeup artist. So we have different looks, different eyeshadow concepts and ideas right in this book. So I think everyone should get this book. It's amazing. It starts with the rudiments of makeup, where it all started from, skincare, skin type, different eyeshadow look. So this book is awesome, okay? And then we have so many things here. So please, before you leave, make sure you stop by this table and all the vendors' table. We all need to support one another. That's why we're here, right? So without much time being wasted, I know I've been talking a lot tonight. I'm gonna invite the next speaker, Princess. Woo-hoo! Princess. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Princess. The princess in the house. We have so many princesses, so mind you. But this princess, she's my mom, she's my sister, she's everything. She's been there over the years. I don't want to say too much when she cries. Yeah, she does. And so I have Princess Yemisi Alufa. Put a round of applause for her hands. Thank you so much for speaking tonight. I'm really grateful. I mean, when I was little, I couldn't see this vision. I could never, believe that both of us are going to be starting here today and she's going to be speaking. So this is a proud moment for me, guys. This is a proud moment for me, and she's been supportive over the years, and I'm really proud of her. Thank you, Mommy. There you go.
I hope you can hear me. Yes, ma'am. I'm a shy person. My eyes are pushing me. Thank you all for coming. We thank you that you were invited, some on short notice, but you still came out of your busy schedule. We're very appreciative. Some surprised me tonight. Basically, I am flabbergasted. Thank you so much. Thank you for family. Family is everything. And I've seen an example of that tonight. I'm here tonight to speak about mental health. Mental health right now all over the world, as there's been a lot of highlighting on that because it's happening, and most of the time they don't pay attention to it. I remember growing up, if you're doing something, you're looking sad, when your parents and your mom take the back hand of her hand and slap you over the head, you reset that brain, and but it's not like that. Things have changed, the world has changed, and we're seeing a lot that is happening with mental health right now. It's not everybody, you see them smiling and stuff, you don't know what's going on inside. And we've seen a few, all these big names and stuff. I think Helen's co-host or whatever, somebody that works with, he smiles, handsome guy. You think he has everything in the world, he still smiled a few hours before, and the next thing they heard, the world is hearing that he has departed by his own hand. So it's a lot of mental health issues that are going on. And so if we do not take notice of that, we need to, let me rephrase that, we need to take notice of that for our own sanity, for our own sake. I wanted to talk about self-compassion, which is I'm still on the mental health issue. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else. You can smile through it or whatever, but you have to love yourself. And loving yourself meaning showing kindness to yourself. Don't beat yourself up over what you cannot control. I didn't do this right, I didn't, I'm not like this, I'm not like, whatever. Just accept yourself for who you are and love yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna love you like the way you love yourself. If you don't love yourself, they can't love you the way you want to be loved. So they have to see that you have that confidence in yourself, you accept yourself, and you're not judging yourself too much, though we all do, but when you judge yourself, then you come back to it and say, okay, I'm good enough, yes. I'm beautiful, I'm fine, I can do this, and then you let God do it, Another part of it is this, how do you practice this self-compassion? You practice self-compassion through self-care. And self-care is not just talking about it. In the social work and community, and the first thing they tell you, even is self-care. If you're gonna take care of clients, you're gonna do counseling for clients or whatever, and you yourself, you're not okay, how are you gonna be able to tell your client that? How are you going to be able to show your clients that? You know, want to tell your client, oh, don't be depressed, don't be this. And they can see that the smile coming to your face is fake. Yes, like you're looking depressed, you're not looking okay, and you know. So you have to practice self-care. Please don't mind my English, you're like a kitty woman that I am. So you have to do things that you enjoy. Some people dress up and go to parties, yes. But self-care is more than just going out to parties. Self-care is like maybe buying the kind of makeup you think you want. No, I can't afford it, or just buy a little one at a time. Do something for yourself. I like this kind of food. Oh, people that knows me knows that. When I'm happy, the food that I like is what I will cook. And that's what I will eat. And that is me. Self-care is taking care of your skin, making sure you're looking radiant. The other speaker was talking about if you don't wear, it's not everybody that wears makeup, but you can take care of your skin so that your skin can look fresh, wrinkles-free, maybe pimples-free or whatever. Just looking fresh, and that beauty will come from inside and it will show to the outside. Self-care is about just, traveling. Some people decide to travel. A lot of people, we've seen them now going on cruises and things like that. Before, people used to travel, then they stopped, maybe due to the pandemic. The pandemic is here, so let's put that into play. You take a trip. I remember when my kids were growing up, we used to do that family trip to Disney. You'll see, when we get to the airport, you'll hear them, Wellington party of 10. That means everybody will pack ourselves all together, and here we go, Florida, California, anywhere we're gone, So, and I know the kids are all grown now, so maybe we'll find other ways of doing things like that. Also, I think I've talked about eating the food that you like as part of your self-care. Also, getting enough sleep. A lot of us just sleep maybe 4 or 5 hours. You sleep at late at night, you are up in the morning, and you think the body is okay with that. The body is not okay with that. Very gradually, the body will tell you that I'm not okay with that. And we do not want to wait until the body tells you that they're not okay with that. I heard another story last night. The lady was working this job, working that job, and she worked in the night, went into the bed, and was supposed to show up at another job in the evening, and that was the end of it. She couldn't get out of bed. She got up and went down, and now she's on life support. So we don't know if she's out of it or not. So examples are out there. Self-care. I think we, from our part of the world, we do not practice self-care. It's all about the money, the job, this, the bills, the house, everything. It's all about that. We do not care about what is affecting us, and we just keep that to the side. And when the body tells you I've had enough, that's about it. Only God can save you from there. And practicing self-care should not be a one-time thing. Maybe listening to me, you say, okay, I'll start practicing, I'll start doing that for myself. It should be an habit. It shouldn't be. You hear some couple, they'll say they have a date night in their family. They always either a family day or a date night. And like, that sounds so frivolous. It's not frivolous, So if you make it an habit, something that you do for yourself, it goes a long way. Because, another one is set barriers or boundaries, protect that self-care that you have decided to do for yourself. Nothing like, I know you always do this self-care thing today, let's just move it, maybe next week you'll do it. No. Once you have set that boundaries, that this day is for this, let nothing change it. Let nothing change it, because once you change it now, you will change it again tomorrow, and then at the end of the day, you end up forgetting it. Do something for yourself. If it means going to the mall, sometimes I walk through the mall, not that I want to buy anything. I'll just go see me, just exercise. Just walk around and, this is the new color. This is the new style that is raining now. Oh, this is what's going to be raining next month. Oh, wow. And at the end of it, if I want to do it, I'll like buy some pencil and I'll buy my sisters, okay, yeah, let's go. There's even a store in the mall that they probably call me their directors because I'm always stopping by there. What is going, what is new, what is on sale? Then after that, then I go back home, then I'm good, I've done that for the people. I do that all for myself, you know. Like I said earlier, unhealthy activities doesn't count as self-care. Like some people take all kind of, is it cocktail drugs or whatever they call it, all that. Those, you know, I like it, it's good for me, it's not good for you. So it's not self-care. So doing those vices doesn't mean it's self-care. Then, I'm gonna pass around an assessment form. As a therapist that I am, we do everything with evidence-based research. So everything we do, they've been researched, they've been done, you know, and that's what we use to help. So I'm going to pass around some assessment. There are papers and pen and others to go with it.
Kid, I guess, was working here or working with you, and then happy-go-lucky, right? Happy-go-lucky, the life of the party, and then just the next day you're like, whoa, what happened, right? I'm seeing that a lot, especially because I work in like the beauty entertainment industry, and like in LA, I see, especially LA, I see it a lot. Happy-go-lucky. How do you tap into that and not come off aggressive or even trying to recognize things like that? Because I see that more than I see someone sitting in the corner being sad or looking depressed. Like, I see more of the happy-go-lucky, the everyday, happy turn-up person, and then the next day like that. Like, I had a friend recently, just late last year, the life of the party. Like, literally the life of the party, and just everyone would go to her for everything. She goes to everything. The next day, and post it all over social media the night before and everything, and then just the next day, like, left a note. That's it. And so I just want to know, like, as a therapist, or even, you know, recognizing things like that too, because I'm seeing, especially at my age and like my gym, and like the younger ones too, especially because of social media. We already know that. But what is it? Like, what can we also do to like, not be worried or concerned, but like kind of ask them, like, hey, like, what would be the approach?
Thank you very much for that question. My take is this. You can talk to someone if you know, your peers, people you work with, or people you're friends with. If you ask them, oh, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. I think it goes beyond how are you. There are certain questions that it has to be phrased in a way that are not open-ended questions, you know, like if you ask a question on the next, I'm fine. No, ask the question in a way that requires them to explain, you know. How have you done this? That does not require I'm fine. That requires a little bit of explanation, and from being attentive and active listening, then you can hear from them the kind of answer they give you. There's a, it's all right, whatever. So when you're hearing that, you're saying, okay, something is going on right here, then you dig deeper, you be a little bit empathetic, you know, and you listen, and you try to find out more. And from there, they'll end up opening up to you. Where you feel like, oh, how you doing? Oh, fine. Then they're not going to get anything out of it. But if you ask questions in a way that they have to frame their answers, then you can get closer. I think we need to check with our friends. We need to, if you've not seen anyone in a while, just say, hello, how are you doing? I do that a lot. Even if they don't reply, that's okay. I keep doing it. Because there'll be a day that they will reply.
That's what happened to me.
You know?
I haven't talked to her in years. And then I literally on Facebook Messenger in October, I was like, hey girl, I haven't heard from you in years. A week later.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. So yes,
so we need
that.
to check
Reach
on
out.
we need to reach out, check on ourselves, how are we doing and what is going on. But it's not everybody that smiles that everything is okay. You might have resources, you might have an avenue or way that you can help them. Everything is not money. You understand? Everything is not financial. So whatever they're going through, it might be, emotional or whatever, So if you talk with them, you might, why don't you reach out to these people or reach out to this side or whatever? Just be a listening ear, it goes a long way.
Please. Okay, sorry, I have to ask this. What role does religion play in this whole mental health? Because you have tendency to have family member that tell you, just let's pray back, let's go to church, and it stops there. So it's kind of like, then you look like you are negative, you are not believing, even though you're going through some things. You see?
When we are seeing clients, when we do an intake, one of the questions that we ask them, does spirituality play a role in your healthcare, in your getting better? So you ask them the kind of spirituality that they have. It might be a Muslim, it might be someone, different religions are out there. You understand? So once you find out from them, if that is their source of strength, and that is what you're going to use to help them. You understand? So if your own is, I'm a Christian, right? I have to make sure you are on my page before that can work for you. You understand? So and as a Christian, that's on a different level. So as a Christian now, I have to now talk to you, see how I can make you believe in my God and whatever, and then from there,
get
see
medication.
how I can help you. You understand? But I cannot just be and just come on my own journey and say, that's the same thing for you. So I have to find out what's your strength, what's your spirituality level. If that will play a part in you getting better, then that's when I will use that avenue to help you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have something to. I think mine is not really a question. Can you guys hear me?
Sure.
Okay, mine is not really a question. Mine is just a little addition. I know questions and asking questions, how are you feeling, they're amazing. But sometimes I would say get in their space. See, the happy-go-lucky that she's talking about, you might, ask him or her, how are you? And she's like, I'm doing great, But if you're not in a space, in that bubble, you will not know. And still, something might happen to her the next day. So, I think what we can do, when I say get in their space, is if you know she loves to hang out, she loves to party, right? For example, hey girl, you want to hang out tonight? Where you doing that, right? You go out with her. Sometimes it might just be, like a gathering or whatever. That way you're in a space. She doesn't have a choice that you can tell, right? Even with the whole, oh, hey, I'm fine and all that, but when you're in a space, you can see what she's going through. Sometimes they're forced to now open up like, girl, yeah, I just act like I'm good, I've been going through this. But if you're not in a space, right, over the phone, like, how you doing? She's like, girl, I'm fine, I'm good. You don't know what's going on. The next day, something will happen to her. So let us try to go a step further from just, calling and checking on them by visiting, right? Do that one-on-one. Let me see you. Where do you want to hang? You want to get a Starbucks, right? Come get a Starbucks. From there, there's no way. I mean, some people are really good though, in hiding things. But if I sit with you at a Starbucks, I can 10-15 minutes, you can tell that this person is going through stuff. So get in that space, something, especially if your mind or your spirit is telling you something is wrong with this person. Just like that lady, you're like, you just wanted to check on her, right? It's been a while. Exactly. So sometimes we do, right? So get in that space at that moment because you could be saving a life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think I will be rounding up if there's no more questions. Fine. Okay.
I was just going to say that utilization of resources is another thing. It's not all the time that you encounter those kind of things that you will always have a question or you will have an answer, or that you will always be able to know the right, appropriate way to help a person out. But always share resources. If you can get some resources for the person and letting the person know that it's confidential, this confidentiality is being maintained, the professionals also will be able to step in and be able to assist that person.
Wow. That's a beautiful smell coming out. But it's so nice that you have to, like that. You know, so, and it's part of not taking care of themselves. Because if you practice your personal hygiene, every morning you wake up, you watch everywhere that needs to be washed, and you have your deodorant and things like that, it goes along with. It's still part of your self-care, Some don't even brush. Did I brush? Yeah, okay. I think I do. Anyway, so little things like that goes a long way. And when you yourself do those things, you will see that you're feeling good, you're looking good, and that goes in how you're moving around. You see that you're looking happy because you're feeling good. Nobody is please don't come close to me, that kind of thing. So I just want to throw that in on the reminder note. I hope I've been somehow educated enough, and I think we're all learning from ourselves. We're learning in progress.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That was amazing. Please give her a round of applause. Amazing. So at this moment, before we have the last speaker, the whoop, 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 we're going to call on, I want to invite everyone that, work together to put this event together, to make this event a success. The Houston team. So this event, this is the 4th year. We have it every year in Dallas. This is the first time in Houston, and we have some group of beautiful, powerful women and princesses that put all of this together. Please, Princess Mary, Erelu Princess Mary, please come forward. Please clap, 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 clap. Where's Kenny? Princess Toyi? Please come forward. Thank you. Want to see you looking beautiful and gorgeous. Princess Missy, please come forward. And lastly, Kenny. Where's Kenny? Oh wow. That's a good oh wow. Like this is your moment. Okay, so these are the powerful women. One of them, you can see Kenny is up and doing. So yes, they put all of this together. I'm just visiting here. I don't really know much about Houston. I'm really grateful that I have these women in my life. These are the powers of Houston. You guys know them. So thank you guys so much. And Kenny, come on. Kenny Smith. So Kenny Smith is, I'm going to introduce everyone, okay? So I'm going to start from Princess Missy here. She's one of our Dame for the True Beauty event. Dame, which is our mothers in the house. And then of course, Erelu Princess Mary, one of our Dame. Guys, these are, when I say powerhouse, I'm talking about everything, okay? They are, can I speak some Nigeria here? When she puts her foot to the ground, the money rains down. Come on, y'all. She's a nurse practitioner. She's been in the healthcare for a long time. And of course, Princess Missy, you already know she introduced herself, healthcare, mental health. And of course, Princess Toyi, the princess is in the house. I love her. She doesn't say too much, but trust me, she can organize and plan and manage anything management. And of course, she has healthcare management degree. And of course, Kenny, my Kenny here. This is my niece. You guys see, she's so beautiful. But she can coordinate anything. Like, she's been up and doing, she won't sleep. She comes here to make sure the hall is ready and everything. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And just
businesses. What do they?
Oh.
Their business. Yeah.
We talked about Kenny.
Oh, I don't really.
You do.
So these are career women, though.
Bio husband. They are family business.
Oh yes, the husband.
The husband is into
logistics.
Business, like maybe is in the trucking business, like you want to carry the things like frozen things, stuff like that.
So they also has a trucking business. If you want to move things from one place to the other, she's the right plug, right? And where is he? I thought it was gonna be here tonight.
And if they go to Nigeria,
he's gonna like escort.
Yes,
yeah.
He does the escort thing. So if you're traveling abroad, especially in Nigeria, and safety, security, they have this fancy car like A-Seed, AC with the military and all that, everybody following you, soldiers and all that. So safety, security is big in that. And we already talked about career business, mommy. Oh yeah, there you go. This is so she is the manager, okay? She does everything management when it comes to True Beauty events. So talk to us, Princess Toyin.
Yeah, she has a clothing line.
Good evening, everybody. I have a small business. I do ready to wear African attire, and I can plan your event as well. I'm into event planning, and just name any style. I mean, wears, not even African wear alone, even your wedding dress, we can customize a beautiful wedding dress for you, for the groom, for bride, for just name it. Whatever you want, even as you repeat the African one, yes. Even if you are going to, let's say, a ball event, whatever you need, whatever your beauty need is when it comes to fashion.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate these women. Thank you so much. That's very, you have something to say?
Yes. Oh, the fast
Thank you, everybody. My name is Eroli Princess Wellington. I'm a psych practitioner. I'm happy you guys came on. I know I'm supposed to speak about self-help, care, which is good. And I'm happy you guys have taken something home that your mental health is important. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
By the way,
for you.
they have some special on Subways.
Oh yes. Oh, oh Lord, he's about to spin everything.
I remember everything. I'm a promoter. They don't remember their businesses.
So she's also a business guru. They have you want to talk
I've
about
owned a Subway restaurant for 23 years.
Oh wow.
How can she forget that? Eh?
Well, a round of applause for everyone.
You're
Thank you
right.
guys so much.
Thank you.
And I know mommy has a business, but she's cooking, so I will spill the tea. So, right, thank you guys so much.
Well, let me tell you, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. In fact, it's more like smudged eyeliner and bad hair days. But fear not, my friends, because guess what? With a little bit of creativity, a little bit of honesty, and a little bit of love, caffeine, and a little bit of help from myself, you can too make sure that you have a journey in becoming the next beauty boss mogul. Again, my name is Brittany Brands, and I am your beauty marketing bestie, and I am a co-owner of Grant Labels. We are a digital marketing advertising agency. I've been in the business working with Grant Labels for the last 10 years, helping $1 million beauty brands with the monthly shoe subscription named Shoe Dazzle. And I started with Shoe Dazzle about 13 years ago. They were the first online shoe company that was co-founded by Kim marketing assistants for the digital advertising company that helped elevate them. And I worked in the influencer marketing division with them. So I was out networking, trying to get different. If you knew about Shoe Dazzle then, it was always about having the monthly shoe subscription by either a celebrity or it was always by an influencer at that time. So I would go out and I would go and network in the LA area. And I would go and try to find partnerships to get them to come to Shoe Dazzle. So I was there for about a good 5 years. I left after that, went back home to San Diego, and I said, you know what? I'm tired of having other people making money for other people. So I was like, how can I do this to myself? And so I was like, I had all this knowledge, and it was just the early stages of e-commerce. And so then I decided to create Grant Labels, a digital advertising agency, where I go and I help brick and mortar stores convert to the e-commerce world and help them and manage and teach them how to convert their store into the e-commerce world on Amazon at the time. And then the last 5 years, we have now added Shopify to one of our services in Marketplace. So in the midst of running my own advertising agency and scaling it to where it needs to be, in the midst of all of this and scaling brands to 6 figures, I started to scale my own brand, my own skincare brand called Linen and Grant Skincare. In the last 6 years, we've elevated to get to $2.9 million on Amazon and now just recently on Shopify as well. And thank you. And we've launched that, and ever since then, today I'm going to show you how you can too create and launch your own $1 million beauty brand in less than 90 days. And so that you can stand out from the crowd and be the mogul that you are today. So over the last couple of years, I received the same question over and over again. How can I start my own beauty brand with little to no money, right?
Yes.
Does that sound good, right? Yes. So you see, what I found happening out there in the new digital world is that this exciting business of owners, they come, they start an online store, and they think that it's just so easy peasy, fresh and easy. And then they flop, right? And so then they like to build a site and they run ads and they think that it's just the easiest thing ever to do. So after a while, their bank account starts to deplete. And then there's a website and then there's no conversion, there's no traffic. So why does this happen? Is because they're not getting any sales, no conversions, no traffic, and they feel like and understand that there's no plan of action, there's no marketing plan like Elegance Magazine, or excuse me, Elegance Media has stated earlier that you need to make sure that you have advertising, you need to make sure that you have branding, and so those are certain aspects of the things that you need in order to really start to understand advertising, because if you don't have that enough branding and that brand awareness out there, it's kind of pointless to start running ads because then no one understands or recognizes who your brand is. So I couldn't take this anymore. So it was breaking my heart to see the alluring call of the digital world calling on wonderful entrepreneurs that wanted to make a difference in this world. So that's why I created a way to fix all of this and help exciting entrepreneurs get online fast and profit with my simple beauty brand plug and play template system to get you to launch and start your own beauty brand in less than 90 days. How does that sound?
Great, great.
All right, have you ever wanted to be the next beauty mogul like Fenty or the next beauty mogul like Miss Helena over here? And so that's the system that I have created. So all you need to do is copy my formulas, plug in my templates, and use my proven profiting generating emails to quickly start and generate your dream online beauty business. So I've created a step-by-step where you'll learn how to create a successful online empire without requiring any marketing knowledge or business degrees. Like me, where I had to spend $100,000 just to get a business degree and learn 4 years later I didn't need it. So all you need to do is spend less time than most of the people that are trying to DIY it in themselves without getting any results. So my simple plug and play strategy won't suck up your time, but it'll be able to enjoy your life skill. Plus, you'll be able to reap all the rewards from getting the expert advance and expert guidance from me. So I've taught hundreds of people how to succeed online in the beauty industry and with e-commerce marketing. And now I have to get the chance to show you how to speed and steadfast setup without hitting all the bumps and roads that I even had to create or some of my clients had to create in the last 12 years. So the plug and play beauty brand e-commerce consists of 12 weeks of a guided one-on-one course that with me with 8 lessons that you will get to understand. One thing that I do want to mention something, and I forgive me for your name, sir, from Elegance Magazine. But you did mention something, and as well as Princess mentioned earlier about getting your mindset right. And that's one thing about being a business owner is that's something I know I struggle with too as well, is they have this thing that you call out there like where you're supposed to work-life balance. But as an entrepreneur, it's really hard to have like a work-life balance, you know, especially me owning an advertising agency for digital marketing for the last 12 years, and then also running my e-course and managing employees. Sometimes I don't even understand what work-life balance is, but now that I have been in this industry, especially in digital marketing and e-commerce, that's the first lesson I teach you, is setting your mindset right first, week 1. You cannot run and jump into a business without knowing and understand, like mentally getting your mind right first. So that's lesson 1 in module 1. Lesson 2 is how to find your $1 million beauty brand idea and stand out from the competition. 3, we're gonna give you a 300 manufacturing list where you can pick and choose your own manufacturer to private label your own beauty brand, whether it's skincare, hair care, you can do accessories, or if you have your own manufacturer, that's fine. And then I'm also gonna give you over 365 done-for-you templates where you can actually plug in on Canva your own branding so that you can actually start advancing and creating your content for social media. Because like he said, as well as at Elegant Media as well, is that you need to make sure that you properly plan your launch ahead of time. And so with that, I'm actually giving you your own template for marketing, and we're gonna help you one-on-one guide you to your launch day so that you do have a successful launch day. I'm also going to give you done-for-you marketing plan. And so that marketing plan is actually going to be for you to plug and play all of your content in there so that I help you guide you. And then also pre-selling before you launch. Isn't that wonderful? Getting money before you actually launch. So I'll be teaching you that as long as I've been teaching as well. I had a beta testing with this course last year. I had 4 members and they all have been successful. We had 2 that already launched and she's already in less than 9 months have already made $40,000 in Shopify sales with this specific e-course. So first, we are not going to reinvent the wheel, we are going to perfect the wheel, right? We're going to perfect the wheel. So when you're creating a new product, I'm going to leave you with this. So if you have a pen and paper or your phones, and everybody got a phone, I'm going to teach you how to create or how to find $1 million beauty product on your phone right now. So go ahead, bust out your phones, or if you have a pen and paper, write this down. So before I leave, I'm going to show you in 60 seconds how to find $1 million beauty brand idea in a saturated market and stand out from the competition and launch in Shopify in 90 days. So it's important for first step is to get to know the idea and get it out of your head and onto paper. So if you've been thinking about an idea or a product for like years or days or months, you're like, I really need to get this product out and I don't know how to do it. Well, I'm going to teach you how to use my framework. It's called the PAS framework, right? So first, we're going to not, again, like I said, we're not reinventing the wheel. We don't want to come up with a product where it's like Benjamin Franklin and we got to come up with all these techie and ideas and lights and bulbs and everything. We're going to perfect the wheel. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Amazon or you're going to go to some marketplace like Walmart or Target, and whatever product that you feel like, okay, I've been wanting to create a collagen moisturizer, I've been wanting to create, a dry hair shampoo, or I've been wanting, whatever product you've been trying to create, I want you to type that into whatever the search engine, if it's Amazon or if it's Walmart, I want you to go in and search for that product. And then when you search for that product, I want you to find the one listing that has the most reviews. When you find that listing, I want you to open it up and I want you to go all the way to the bottom where the review section is. And you are going to become Nosy Nancy, negative Nosy Nancy. And so what negative Nosy Nancy is going to do is Nosy Nancy is going to find negative reviews. Why? What did I say earlier? We're not going to reinvent. We're going to perfect the wheel, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go down and find the negative reviews. We're going to copy those, maybe create an Excel sheet in Google Drive, it's free. And we're going to paste some of those negative reviews that have been repetitive negative reviews. So let me give you an example. When I was searching for my product 6 years ago, and I know this strategy because I've been doing it with my clients for the last 10 years at the agency. So what you're going to do is, the reason why you're doing this, again, because we're perfecting the wheel, not reinventing it, but we're going to go ahead and take those negative reviews and we're going to combine them and put them in an Excel sheet. Why? Because the simple fact is, we are going to go to our manufacturer and we're going to tell them, hey, I noticed, I'm going to give an example, because I sell a collagen moisturizer. I know you're looking at me like, girl, why are you selling an anti-wrinkle product? But I'm in marketing and I'm about business, so I want to sell a product that I knew was going to sell. So I have an anti-wrinkle, it's called London, my brand is called London Grant on Amazon. We've been there for 6 years. And I knew I wanted an anti-wrinkle product. So one thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to condense down the time of when you were going to see results. When your wrinkles, when you were going to be able to see the condensity go down in your wrinkles for the cream. So I went and I researched and I found that the average time frame when people were seeing a wrinkle reduction was an average about 4 to 5 weeks. So I went to my manufacturer and I said, hey, I want you to create me a product where I can see results within less than 2 weeks. Right? Because that's the reviews that I was getting, the negative reviews that I was getting in Amazon, was I was seeing, or not even just Amazon, other reviews, is I was seeing that sales. We want to, again, perfect the product, not reinvent the wheel. Right? So you want to make sure that you really understand who your customer is. So by understanding who your customer is, everybody is not your customer, like everybody is not your friend. So what we're going to do is we are going to plug into a system called Hootsuite, and we're going to plug in certain keywords inside of there and that is relatable to the product. And what that is going to do is going to help us understand where our customers are on social media by using some of those hashtags. So for example, like my anti-aging moisturizing cream, my customer is not on Instagram. 45 and older, 40-ish, 45 older, they're not on Instagram. Where are they? They're on Facebook, and places like Pinterest, and places like Google. So then that lets me understand where I need to create content, where I need to post, and where I need to be. Because why would I go on Instagram and that customer is under the age of 35?
Right.
It's pointless, right? So that's number 3. So I just literally get, so before I leave, I want you to ask yourself, do you want to keep struggling and wasting money and time building your own beauty brand, or do you want a plug-and-play system that will get you up and launch for your own beauty brand in 90 days? So, as the great beauty and fashion RuPaul once said, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? And that's the key to success. Love your products, love your brands, and most importantly, love yourself. So grab your glitter, slap on some highlighter, and let's build your beauty brand and get your business up and running as the next beauty mogul. Thank you guys. My name is Brittany Brands.